The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I don't know, I can't click nothing, bro. I can't click shit. It won't let me. It won't let me click anything. No, that's I can't pick a play. Yeah, you did fuck me over.
Backwards a bit.
Oh, no, you good.
So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Carr going to throw. The slant connects with Devontae Adams. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 44-yard line. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Carr. Escaping the pressure right. Looking deep for Adams. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but wasn't enough to get him the completion.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. Now Carr, gotta have this one. He hits Adams complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call.
Man, that made me nervous. I had to catch myself because for some reason they were going to let you get back in front of me when he wasn't in front when I threw the ball. He lost 2 steps and then caught right back up once I threw the ball. But knowing Carr's badass throwing, he was going to throw it low. So that's exactly what he did. He threw it low.
Here's 1st and 10. Now, Carr again.
I don't know what you did. You must ran come here.
Touchdown, Matt Collins, a 12-yard touchdown.
You must accidentally ran come here.
The Raiders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And Parker, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Rodgers to throw. That's complete to Cobb. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Haven't heard much from him all night, but welcome to the party, making his presence felt in a big way.
They've kept him under wraps all night long, but boy, did he find a great time to bust out.
In motion left is Watkins. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
Second and 7. Now Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
And here's Jones again on second down. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So the game here hangs on the right foot of Mason Crosby. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And that's off the right upright. Thought it might sneak in, but it did not. It's no good. And that changes everything here in OT. So the Raiders are going to get the football first here in the overtime session as we are back underway. And we will not see a return to start overtime. It'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Throwing on first down is Carr. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line. 93.
now on first down. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. So the game-winning touchdown came through the air in overtime. 4 quarters wasn't enough. We were treated to a really good one, weren't we, partner?
Yeah, we were, and I just love being able to be witness to a game like this all the way through. Who's going to win it? Oh, what? We're getting overtime? Great for us. A lot of tension on the field, very tough. Not a surprise it ended with a passing touchdown. That's the way we play in the NFL. But the execution is pretty darn good.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers got a man. That's Lazard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. When you're trying to win a game in overtime, I don't know that there's too many more in the history of the game you want under center than Aaron Rodgers.
Well, I think a lot of it's because he can beat you so many different ways. All right, he can beat you with the big shot downfield. Heck, if you need a Hail Mary, no one throws it better than Aaron Rodgers. But just when you think you've got him corralled in, when you've got pressure on him, he uses his legs to escape and create another big play, whether he's running it or extending it so a receiver gets open. I think he embraces overtime, and he embraces the spotlight that comes with it.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Open man, here is Cobb. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It's a gain of 34.
You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3 yard line, got to love the effort, and especially the big play that gave his offense a great opportunity.
Now Jones, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown run. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and we are all tied at 28. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On second down, Jacobs. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Oh, and the tackle comes quickly. That's only going to get him a couple. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it second down. A little dinking and dunking that they're doing. At some point, is it appropriate to maybe take a shot?
It is if you feel good about it. But otherwise, you do what a coach told me a long time ago. Take what they give you, but make them tackle. In other words, get it to one of your guys in space. If he makes someone miss, that could turn into the big play you're looking for.
With the score still tied.
What a hell of a fucking game. I'm trying my best not to make one mistake. Shit, I'm over here nervous and shit. You see I'm over here playing. It won't let me call nothing, bro. It won't let me call shit. I don't know, it just freezes. Like, I can't. Yeah, I can't. You can bring me back in, see if it'll let me. Alright, there you go. It's working.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And now the Packers going to take another timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. They'll go for it. It's Carr. Oh, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Chandler Jones, so quick. He was the one that got in to stop that one before it got started.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers, but in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. In motion left is Cobb. On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Cobb goes in motion left. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. In motion left is Cobb. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And the Raiders are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. Man, what a battle. I mean, what a game this has turned out to be, Charles, as we're going to have now a 5th drive here in overtime.
I don't know how they're doing it out there because the focus, the concentration, that has to stay as high as the intensity, and it's hard to do with how hard-hitting this game has been. But at this point, you've got kicking in your background. Can you go down there and put one through the post so we can all go home?
I don't think they want me down there, but of course we've said it multiple times. That's all it takes right now, 3 to win it. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Carr to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
After the incomplete pass brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. To throw, it's Carr. It's caught, left side, Bolden. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Working with a 2nd and 3. Carr. A dump off here to Bolden. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
Carr to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 66 yards rushing for him now as he was just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. Now a timeout called for by the defense.
Good game, man.
That's their second.
Well, fuck a good game. Great fucking game. My head hurt.
We'll be back. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good. And they have won it here in double overtime. So this one a victory for the Raiders. Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you. but better to give up 3 than 6.